Ordered up ScanGauge 2 online, arrived in the mail today, and we're going to do an unboxing and install on a 2012 Toyota FJ Cruiser. Digital gauges, performance monitor, trip computer, scan tool, instant and average fuel economy in real time, cost of fuel used per trip per cost mile, monitor gallons, liters per hour, and more. Let's see, this kit includes the ScanGauge 2 compact vehicle monitor, 6-foot detachable cable, 2 Velcro mounting strips, detailed user manual, ScanGauge 2 quick start guide. All right, let's get into it. Velcro strips, user manual, quick start guide. We'll go over the functions after the install and the programming. Cable's made in China. Box says proudly made in the USA. That's the box, the monitor, what? All right. We'll go over this in the installation. Here's the cable, it's supposed to be plug and play. RJ45, I believe it is, at the end. One end. The other end plugs into your OBD2 plug under your dash. Do a little research and find out where yours is. And then you have the ScanGauge 2, which I did a little mock-up while I was waiting for this to arrive, and it's 5 inches, 1.5 inches tall, 1 inch thick, roughly. There's 2 places to plug in the cable. I'll have to read in the manual if they both do the same thing. I think it's just for different installations if you want to come straight in the back of it or in the right side of it. All right, let's get into the install. The area in the center console where I'm going to be installing this sits flat and level, and I'd like the ScanGauge monitor to be canted up a little, so I have a little aluminum ruler that I'm going to cut down with a hacksaw, and we're going to kick that thing up a little. Alright, I'm going to give myself a little mark with the Sharpie, and we'll square that up, cut it with the hacksaw. We're probably going to use 3M double-sided, it says extreme mounting tape, instead of these little Velcro deals provided. Alright, got that cut down, deburred, smoothed out with a file. We're gonna look at something like that with double-sided tape. Gonna do a little touch-up paint on it, and then we'll get into the vehicle. Okay, locate the OBD2 connection under the dash in your FJ. It's by the fuse panel next to the steering wheel. You go down, you go under. There it is, right next to, kind of above the gas pedal, under the fuse panel. All right, you make that connection with the supplied cable. Couldn't really get a video of that going in, but it's super straightforward. This is the cable supplied with ScanGauge 2. I showed you the OBD2 port previously. Plug it in, boom. It's a little tight under there, we get it done. All right, I drilled a couple of small holes in the plastic in the dash, put in a couple of zip ties, started my cable management. They give you 6 feet of cable. It's a good amount, so I shoved a little off to the side, made a service loop, kept it so it's away from everything. You know, you got the brake, the gas, the steering, fuse panel, all kinds of stuff going on here, so doing nice, neat, tidy job. All right, this is where I've decided to mount the ScanGauge 2. You have a few options. Not a lot of good places really to mount it. It's 5 inches long, so it doesn't fit on that trim piece that your vent is on next to your steering wheel. Wherever you're comfortable mounting it. So I'll get the dash cleaned up. Going to sit right around in here. Cable's going to come in the right hand side of it, and this is a right hand drive model FJ, so if yours is left hand drive, everything's going to look opposite and strange to you probably. So I'll get that cleaned up with some alcohol wipes, clean it up real good, peel off the double-sided tape, and we'll get going forward. All right, I got that stuck down where I want it located. You saw the double-sided tape previously, the little cant strip I put under it to kick it back so you could read it better, operate the buttons. And then we'll get it plugged in, and we'll go through some things, finish up the cable management. Okay, got the monitor mounted with the double-sided tape. Connected the RJ45 into the right hand side. I did read in the manual it has 2 places to connect, one in the center of the back and one on the right hand side. They both do the same thing, just gives you options. And so you get your quick start guide and either start the vehicle or put the ignition in the on position, and then you press the on button and it'll tell you connecting for a second, and then it'll go to the home screen. There you have it. All right, I'm going to do some cable management, and then we'll wrap up this video. All right, I used a couple of the sticky back cable tie mounts. Do some cable management, keep it out of the way, and then I'll get the rest of this cable tucked up under the dash out of the way. You also have 2 cables for your fuel flap release and the hood release, so there's a bunch of stuff to stay away from under there. All right, we've been following the directions in the quick start guide. Make sure you do that. go through and set all your parameters. I got to do the tank size right now. We just did the engine size, and it was actually running a little funky. It was set at a 3-liter engine, and FJ has a 4-liter, so it's dialed in now. And then get into the actual user manual and get deep into it. We're going to do that, but we're going to do that in a follow-up video and wrap this one up. Thanks, folks.